What is up, everyone? I just quickly want to let you guys know that I still do sessions and stream it almost every day. The demand is higher than usual, so if you want to find out about the current price, then please come by my Twitch channel, as all the information is there and updated, since the prices can go up and down. And of course, these sessions are for any player level, any character, any matchup, VOD reviews, mentality sessions, and anything else. If you're interested to get better at Smash, then please join the Discord link below and DM me for more information. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment. Enjoy the video. Pyra and Mythra are finally here, allowing for a ton of different playstyles and creativity. Both of them good characters, but the best thing about them is that they complement each other extremely well, so a good balance between them is typically the key. It can make them destructive. Pyra is slow and strong and feels almost like a combination between Byleth and Ike, in that she plays very defensively, spacing her sword and sometimes throwing it at her opponents. It can be hard to approach with her and chase opponents down, but if she hits the right moves, she'll get rewarded with really strong basic combos, as well as she's really good at lich trapping and will get rewarded for the correct reads and callouts. Mythra is super fast and feels similar to Sheik in that she has incredible speed overall, with a ton of low committal options and a very free flow combo game with the ability to constantly keep things up or mix things up with tech chases and frame traps. But she has a very limited way of killing, to a point where it's almost non-existent sometimes in a few matchups once the percents get too high. Pyra will also have a bit more range and will be slightly heavier than Mythra. You could of course play them however you want. Typically, however, the most effective strategy will be to win neutral with Mythra until it's ledge trapping time, or until the percents are high enough where Pyra can kill confirm or find a single hit to kill with. Their biggest weakness is recovering. They do have a few mix-ups of course, but they're all exploitable to a degree, and as soon as their jump is gone, it'll be big trouble for them. You can swap between both of them by pressing down B at any time very fluently. Jumping and or double jumping and swapping can make it really hard for the opponent to know what objectives to look out for, especially since you'll keep some of your air drift of the previous character for a little bit. Doing this with momentum allows you to fall off edges and platforms for mix-ups, as well as you can run past shields as a mix-up as well. Pyra's neutral isn't the best, but as long as she knows how to space her aerials and down tilt really well while finding grabs and make the correct reads against what the opponents might do out of shield, she'll do pretty well, with the mix-up of tossing her sword at the opponent, which can be good for whiff punishing bad commitments or characters that match projectiles and refuse to approach, while most of her other moves are situational or for mix-ups. Mythra plays a very dirty and oppressive neutral. Not only is she able to do what Pyra does in terms of spacing aerials and tilts, but she also does a much better job at jumping in with rising aerials and be much harder to punish, if at all. She has a ton of options, but the most important option is understanding how she will always condition you because of her side special. Not only is it an amazing whiff punish to deal good damage, but it's essentially something that'll mostly only be reliably outplayed with a shield. So if you're moving around playing your own game and trying to hit her too hard, she'll just get you first almost every time and get free damage, meaning you have to play careful against her with shield and jumps, which is where she'll now be able to abuse her amazing dash grab into combos, dash into tilts, and even anti-airs to start combos and juggles. You might think that you could react to it, but there is almost no visual cue for the animation starting, and Mythra will already be all over the place to begin with. In other words, you have to constantly respect the side special, meaning it's not so much the move hitting that is incredible, but much more so the threat of it. While Pyra has the ability to KO extremely early with her flaming sword, Mythra has an ability called Foresight, which basically will activate at frame 2 out of any air dodge, spot dodge, or roll, and will slow down the opponent during to give you an opener. This can also be done against projectiles as long as you are at a close enough distance to the opponent, or it'll be done against a few multi-hits against shield, or even try messing up recoveries. Knowing their combos and strings will be extremely important, so let's start with Pyra's. Her down throw at 0% will combo into up special. Just make sure to never drift this move too far forward or it'll miss. It'll also lead into side special at starting percents for the most amount of damage. Otherwise, it'll mostly only connect into her up air or forward air till around 50%. Her down tilt will have a sweet spot at the tip of it and a sour spot close up for a lower launch. Down tilt at starting percents leads into up special or side special for the most amount of damage. Then at later percents into an up air, or if they DI away, it'll mostly only combo into forward air till around 60%. DI in, however, and down tilt up air can kill on platforms. At ledge, you'll get even scarier combos if the down tilt can hit the opponent. Landing neutral air will combo into up air or forward air till around 30%, otherwise it'll mostly just set up for potential juggles. Landing up air will be her fastest and most flexible aerial, and it'll lead into up special, side special, or any of her aerials till around 70%. Landing down air really low at starting percents will combo into jab or grab, and once they have a bit more percent on them, you can also start connecting it into down tilt, up special, or side special. And once percents get even higher, she'll also be able to combo it into smash attacks to kill, up special, or aerials at even higher percents. Her landing forward air at 0% can combo into a dash attack if done perfectly. Otherwise, it'll set up into tech situations at low percents, which you can take advantage of in many ways. Otherwise, it'll only serve as a kill move. Landing back air will only combo at starting percents into a side special, another back air, or forward air. Otherwise, it'll also just be a kill move. Side special will let Pyra throw the sword at the opponent, and it'll deal more damage if you get a clean hit at close range instead of only the spinning hit. While the sword is spinning, Pyra can't attack, grab, or taunt. Only move, jump, shield, and dodge. So if you have to get up attack from the ground or ledge, it'll become a neutral get up, which will be required to do, as if they shield the sword you can roll in immediately. It'll mostly just be thrown for damage or to kill at very high percents. It can be reflected or pocketed early, but once it starts spinning, then it's no longer the case. And if it hits, you'll potentially be able to footstool if you dashed in immediately for mix-ups. Preferably, you'll want to footstool and immediately air dodge down for reads, or to have time to grab their tech in place. When Pyra catches the sword, she'll suffer a bit of lag. You can actually cancel this lag with your jump squat or footstool. So you basically have 3 frames to time your jump exactly when the sword is about to come to you, and basically you'll be able to swing much faster. She will also be able to cancel her sword grab animation with a shield release, meaning against a few characters at low percent, you might be able to string it into a jab. This means that you can also run in and shield and mash A for the grab as soon as possible, which can work against fast fallers, or characters with bigger bodies. This will typically only work if you hit it from long range. Other than that, her forward tilt serves as a strong move to wall out opponents, up tilt is a strong anti-air move that can kill, jab will set up for tech chases at low percents, as well as it can kill at really high percents, or you just go for the rapid jab for the sake of damage. Dash attack can potentially whiff punish and kill, smash attacks can be used to make reads and hard punish, and her neutral B will mostly be for ledge trapping and mix-ups. More on this later. Mythra can go about her combos and free flow in almost any way she wants, so showing off key combos will be important, but realizing that you can always try to creatively extend further to catch jumps, frame trap, or set up for surprising tech chases is equally as important, as most of the time it'll be more valuable for Mythra to keep opponents constantly guessing an advantage state to overwhelm them rather than just trying to always get clean damage. Just keep in mind that ending a combo with up special might reset things back to neutral, rather than going for something else that would have kept the advantage state up. Her down throw at 0% can simply combo into her up special or any aerial to around 60%. What's really good though is that she can always try to slightly delay her first aerial and lead it into an extension, whether it's landing up air, which she can lead into another jump double jump up air and up special, or jump double jump back air into up special as well. She can dash in and neutral air into up air, which can catch jumps or frame trap. Full hop down air into fast fall and then forward air, for example, or any other kind of mix-up. She can do a quick dash, turnaround back air into full hop back air, up special, and so on. The possibilities are endless in terms of stringing hits at so many different percents, especially considering you can always make reads as well. She can also track the down throw into a jump, double jump, forward air, up air mix-up as well, which isn't true but will frame trap or force a jump that she will now take advantage of. Or turn around, jump, double jump back air into neutral air for potential drag downs, which also may be jumped out of or air dodged into frame traps. Her down tilt will have a sweet spot at the tip of it and a sour spot close up for a lower launch, which might allow for even better combos. Generally, when you hit down tilt though, you'll always be able to combo into up tilt till very high percents, which can lead into up special or a quick aerial. You can also down tilt into a quick neutral air, slightly delayed up air into extensions, quick back air for extensions, or forward air for another kind of combo route. Again, the possibilities are endless and there are most likely multiple optimal routes, even if they aren't true sometimes. At really high percents, you can combo the close hit of down tilt into up smash for a kill confirm, and at extremely high percents into an up air. At ledge, you'll get even scarier combos if the down tilt can hit the opponent, especially since you can connect it into a potential neutral B. She can also dash into up tilt as an anti-air to start a simple combo into an aerial or up special, as well as she can also do a forward tilt into a dash attack or dash grab at starting percents, and if you pivot forward tilt, it'll lead into another one which can lead into the same combos, and at higher percents you can lead it into aerials or an up special as well. Keep in mind that her tilts are relatively safe against shield because of how fast they are, but in some matchups if you don't space it right you'll get punished, but obviously they'd have to react extremely quickly. Her neutral air has 3 hits and a landing hitbox as well, making it great for shield pressure, and if you very slightly delay the aerial it'll not only start combos against grounded opponents, but also if it anti-airs. And whether you lead it into a grab, tilts, aerials, is completely up to you and what route you want to go for at different percents. Up air, whether it's landed or risen with, will combo into any aerial or special at almost any percent, and will always be amazing for keeping the opponents above you and juggle them. Down air, whether it's landed or risen with, will also combo into a grab, tilt, or more aerials, so use your imagination. Forward air will mostly be the same as down air, just with a very slightly lower launch, so it'll set up into true combos if landed with or risen with, or you can go for tech chases at low percents. Back air will start some really nice combos as well, till very high percents. Obviously, working with platforms will always allow her to extend her true combos for even more guaranteed damage. Her neutral B will mostly be used to finish a combo when you don't know what else you should have pressed. Or if you only could have gotten a 1-2 hit combo, you might as well finish it with neutral B sometimes since it'll deal more damage. You could use it as a multi-hit mix-up in neutral, but it'll be unsafe against a ton of matchups if they just react with their quickest option. And against the matchups that can't punish this out of shield, they can actually spot dodge the last hit and punish you. All of this is pretty much the same for Pyra's neutral B as well, being relatively safe against a few matchups unless this spot dodge and punish. You could also charge the move, which will give it a hitbox above, which can connect into the strike. And during the charge you can also switch which way she'll strike. Just know that there will always be a close range backwards hitbox that always launches them into the slashes. Obviously it'll get stronger the longer you charge it, and she'll also have intangibility exactly as she releases it, which can potentially beat ledge attacks. You could potentially try to kill with it after a down tilt or a landing up air, but it'll mostly only be consistent against bigger bodies. Side special, if jumped over or blocked, will be very punishable, so doing it at high percents is almost never worth it. During the slashes, her vulnerable hurt box keeps moving forward very slowly, so it'll still easily lose to projectiles. You could also anti-air with it of course, which will give her 18 frames of landing lag. However, if you double jump and initiate it from a specific height, you can land with absolutely no lag whatsoever, making it even harder to punish if at all. Other than that, her jab will set up for juggles, and if you mash or air dodge, she might just hit you with her whiff punish. Or you could just go for rapid jab for the sake of damage. Dash attack is amazing for whiff punishing or finishing combos as well, since it'll always force a tech situation. And even during the tech situation, you can always dash down tilt to cover an option and still punish their tech roll for a reset on reaction. Her smash attacks should only be used if you really need to punish something hard really quickly. None of their throws will kill whatsoever. However, up throw might lead into some early percent combos, as well as back throw can be used for mix-ups as well. Most of the time, however, you'll just stick with down throw and forward throw as a mix-up, as forward throw will always set up for a tech chase unless they DI up. Same goes for Pyra. As for out of shield options, they'll have grab, up smash which scoops, potential aerials out of shield either to punish or disengage, or up special which has a huge hitbox, making it great even before someone even gets to touch your shield, Mythra's being a bit faster, and if she holds the B button she'll do multiple shots to guarantee that it'll hit. At super close range they're also able to footstool out of shield into a down air or into an up special immediately. Normally, once you set up a tech situation with either character, you should stick with that character to finish off your read, as swapping will most likely be too slow. The only scenario where it actually works is if you reset the opponent and then double jump swap to punish a get up attack. But you could hit a move with Mythra of course and then quickly swap to Pyra at some point for reads or extensions offstage, as Mythra won't be too powerful offstage. Even when you reverse her up special, it'll mostly only be for damage unless the matchup you're up against has a bad recovery. So usually it's better to switch to Pyra, as a single aerial will just kill, or she'll be able to go off stage with her neutral B. Not to mention that her down air can easily 2-frame and spike if timed right. Her up special won't spike off stage, but it can definitely lead someone off stage for a potential down air if you read their timing. Most of the time you'll be using Pyra for ledge trapping, as she has amazing aerials to outspace you with, as well as her up special can be used to punish you hard. The biggest threat will be her neutral B. Charging it up allows you to move with her slightly, and it'll beat out almost every option except get up attack. The problem is that some get up attacks are low range, and she'll be able to slightly stand a bit further away and still punish it, in which case you could try to wait or ledge jump. But the lag in the move is so small that she'll still be able to contest a jump or regular get up if that happens with almost anything she wants. Not to mention how early this move can kill if it connects. Either way, you'll have a bunch of moves you can throw out the pressure with in covered spots, and if they ever roll past you or jump past you, you could immediately swap to Mythra to try winning neutral again and reset the situation. Of course, Mythra's ledge trapping won't be bad, as it could be done just as Pyra's, but the punish will usually always be underwhelming compared to Pyra's, especially at higher percents. She can also pressure with her side special, which will cover every option except ledge roll. In disadvantage, these characters will have some pretty flexible options to land with, especially since they can swap and use it as a potential air dodge and land with pretty good speed and hitboxes to cover themselves. A wild mix-up could be Pyra up special, as she falls really fast, but it'll be hard punished if missed. If they're sent off stage, they have to be really careful in how they use their double jump, as losing it will typically mean death, especially since their up specials don't go very far and can be very easy to contest as well. Keep in mind that Mythra's recovery will only snap if done very close to the ledge. Any lower than that and she is very exposed. Pyra is the opposite, in that recovering too close and she'll leave herself exposed on the way up, but any lower and she'll typically snap the ledge. But even then, it's something that can always be contested from above pretty easily. Pyra could try to cover herself with side special if she still has a double jump into a directional air dodge, or throw it as she double jumps and then directional air dodge. This can also be done as a ledge option and will typically force the opponent to shield, which might let you pass them, but if it's predictable, you might get punished from above. Mythra will have the ability to side special to ledge. Just make sure you don't do it too low. This can be pretty hard to contest, but typically it'll lose to projectiles, jumps over it, or counters if you're unlucky with the spacing or timing. Some characters might also be able to shield, spot dodge the last hit, and quickly attack to try hitting her. Knowing the counterplay is important, as this might be one of the better ways for these characters to recover, other than going for double jumps and directional air dodges to ledge. Mythra's directional air dodge recovery will be exceptional, as not only does it go far, but her intangibility will last all the way till she grabs the ledge. So you could start it from below, and as long as she ends up grabbing the ledge slightly from above, she'll not only be completely unhittable during, but also skip the 2-frame completely. And obviously Mythra will also have the mix-up of pressing side B from the ledge, but it'll only be worth it as a rare mix-up or to whiff punish something. Thank you guys for watching, and remember that just like with any other how-to video, it's more of an early guide on the core concepts of the character. There will of course be an art of that gets done later once the character gets much more optimized and figured out, so make sure to subscribe. If you want to support my work, you can always go to my Patreon and help me out there. And to all my Patreons, thank you so much for all the support. And come by my Twitch if you ever want to see me live. I stream almost every day from 3 PM to 9 PM EST. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.